Kelly here from Flex Storage and Floors. I'm going to talk to you guys today about what happens when your toys leak and seep. Not necessarily this guy, but yours, your bike, your car. What happens if it does drop oil occasionally or a hose bursts? How do you clean that up? So let's get into it. Grab a coffee. Alrighty guys, so the cleanup for oil, soft drinks is sort of the same. For oil, typically when you spill it, it's never something that you want to do. Like, you don't just stand here and go, you know. It's about, so you'll probably want to come back to that. So there's a couple of different ways. And the same thing with a Coke, when you spill it, or a soft drink, the biggest thing is that you're probably in the middle of a party. So the last thing you want to do is clean it up. But there's a way that you can do this and come back to it, and we can sort that out. So that's what we're going to show you today. So let's spill a little bit on this floor and, test it out. So if we happen to spill some, which I'm just going to spill some on here, and let's just spill it over the course of one tile. Like, I don't know how much we really want to go wasting all this stuff. But let's say that was what it was, and you can see that. So it does turn up on the tiles pretty nicely, so you can see it. Then you've got a couple of options. One is that you can pull the tile so that you can wipe that up, or you can use some of this granular stuff. Now I'm going to put some of this down because I just want to see how it works. We'll leave it here for 24 hours, and see if it soaks it up nicely, because wiping it up is certainly an option, but sometimes it's just good to try different things occasionally. Alrighty, so we're just going to let that go into the floor. Maybe I should have brushed that in with a brush, but have I got a brush? No. Anyway, so we'll see what happens with that over the course of the next 24 hours, see if that picks that up. With regards to a Coke spill, again, you can lift that tile from anywhere if you want to wipe it up. The other option is just hose it down. Like, hose it down, and you should be fine with that. The other thing to pay attention to is if you do have a car and you know it has a leak or a seep, you can use like an old tea towel, and you can actually place that under the floor where you know that car has a leak or a seep, and then every 3 months or so you can come pick it up. And the other thing with this, to wipe that off the top nice and successfully, you'll just spray it with some degreaser and give it a wipe. It's super simple. I just want to see what happens to this stuff, so we'll see what happens. It's been 24 hours, and you can see that this has all been sort of walked over, driven over by the forklift, and about 4 or 5 orders already over the course of the last 24 hours. So I'm going to pull this up and just see how that oil has picked that up, or how this grit has picked that up, and show you how to clean this up. So let's do this. Actually, that's a nice way to see that. You can see that the oil's really picked up in that. So maybe come in and have a quick look at that while I pull these little bits out of here. Rightio. So the thing to do with this is to spray it with some degreaser. Here's my just let that sit for a second while we clean this up. There you go. That looks very nice. You know the best bit? This hasn't got all the oil and crap in it. Anyway, so that's literally how easy it is. Give that a wipe. And we're done. Ready for the next spill. Wherever it might be in the floor. Cool guys, well I hope that answered some of your questions with regards to that side of things, and if you have any more, feel free to put them below. Thanks.